Hey guys, Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing.
So in today's video, we're gonna do something a little bit different. It's not gonna be totally RV related, but we're gonna answer some questions, some really personal questions that you may be wondering the answers to. So number one is, what do you do in your spare time?
Well, I'm going to speak for myself and then MJ will say what she does. So I actually don't have a lot of spare time, but what I do really enjoy is being outside. I really do enjoy working out, exercising. So the more time I have, actually the more time I wind up exercising. It's like this vicious cycle. So I think when I'm actually retired, I'll probably be in the best shape of my life. But that's something I really enjoy. We also enjoy, you know, obviously traveling, you know, going out to dinner and stuff like that. But that's personally what I really do enjoy doing.
I enjoy running, working out, but running I really love, and I'm happy to be doing it again, thank God. I love puzzles. I love doing puzzles.
You do have this obsession with puzzles, which I hate.
Yeah, because it clutters the house. But that's just something, I find that's like my kind of getaway, and I like to read. I don't have a lot of time to do it, but I do enjoy that, and just being with my family.
So number two, how did myself and MJ meet?
So we met online dating. Now this was how many years ago now? This was 12 years ago. Oh my God.
See, they say the man doesn't remember.
The man, I'm sorry, I'm just blanking out. It's 13 years ago. It's 13 years ago. Name the date.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I remember
May
that?
17th. See, May 17th.
I can't even verify that's true or not.
It is.
Okay.
It is. I'll pull up because I saved my old cell phone with the text message that he sent me after the first date. Anyway, so we met on okcupid.com, and I won't get too crazy into it, but we had our first date at Cheesecake Factory, and I immediately was taken.
Right.
By this space.
It's been a fairy tale story ever since. So number three, what are some of our pet peeves? Now, again, I'll speak for myself. MJ will say, because some of them are similar, but some are different. So number one, if you've watched our videos, I hate clutter. I hate mess. If it ain't being used, get rid of it. There will be no storage of. The only thing that I store, and there's really no way around it, are tools, because you never know when you need tools. If I'm not using something, it is gone. There's no need. I don't like pictures, because pictures are for people that don't have memory, in my opinion. So like those old photo albums, I don't.
That's more clutter.
They're digitized, or if they're not in my head, it's not that important. The second thing that really irks me is just people that are lazy and can't do their job, or don't make an effort to do their job. So that's just my personality.
That is exactly one of mine too, is just laziness. And this is something we're really training Jason to make sure he is hardworking and driven, which he really is. And another one of mine is wind. I hate wind.
You hate the rain too.
I don't hate the rain as much as wind, because especially on days that I do my hair, it's just whatever. It's just very annoying. So wind drives me nuts. And people that are never on time.
Oh yeah, you're big on that.
That drives me crazy. And that is you sometimes, but I don't hate you. But yeah, punctuality, you're not too bad. But people, they like, you go to meet them and they're just late. To me, it just seems like a disrespectful of other people's time. Yes. All right, next one. If you see my neck covered, we are out at dusk in New Jersey, and the bugs are out of control.
Doesn't help you live in a forest.
No, so it's like hot, but we have to cover up. Anyway, what were we like as kids and teens? I was the biggest dork on the face of the earth. I was a band geek, and I had hair out to here, and floods. I had my pants were up to my calves, and I thought that was like pretty cool. But you know what? I grew up in the 80s, and
it was cool back then.
Not really though. When I look back, like I wasn't cool, but I looked like an idiot. Anyway, so I was real nerdy. But look, it worked for me. I did well in school, and I just didn't get a lot of dates, but.
So myself, even now, pretty quiet. If I don't need to talk to people, I don't. Although I do enjoy talking to people when I have to, but I don't go out of my way to do it.
Real quick, when you do start talking though to somebody about something you like, he won't stop.
That is correct. But I don't know if anybody's ever watched Sebastian Maniscalco. I hate crowds. I'm like a cat. I run away from the crowds. I don't like crowds. So growing up, I was quiet. Not a lot of friends, just couple, it's still the same way, a couple close friends. I'm not like the social butterfly that's out in the group. I actually much rather be alone most of the time. Pretty decent student and good athlete growing up. So that's what kept me, I guess, out of trouble growing up in an inner city, was good parents and always being involved in sports. So that's kind of, why I like working out so much now.
Number 5 is, what is my most embarrassing childhood experience? And this is ridiculous that this actually, to this day, stands out in my mind. This happened when I was 9 years old, and I still relive it. And Jason laughs at me all the time. So I was in 4th grade, and I was sitting there, and we were like lined up like this in desks. And I coughed, and I freaking farted so loud. The class died. I turned like beet red, a shade of red you've never seen. I was so embarrassed. And again, that has stuck with me over anything that's happened. That's the one thing I remember. Isn't that crazy? Izzy says he doesn't have any embarrassing experiences.
I'm sure it did. It's not something that's locked in my memory.
But
It was
you
a
see how
long time ago.
traumatizing this was? That this actually stayed with me, and I am now almost 48 years old. Number 6 is, how many languages do you speak?
So I speak one pretty fluently, and the other one somewhat, like I can survive. Actually, we went to Dominican Republic. I was the sole source of language. So English and then Spanish, both.
Right. I speak English. I can understand a few words of French. And then I was joking around with him before we started this, and I said, I speak Pig Latin. He said, what's Pig Latin? So you've never heard of Pig Latin? Who here has heard of Pig Latin? Put it in the comments. You had to have heard of Igpay Atenlay. I can't believe you never heard of that.
So Jason is taking language in school, and he's like, oh, maybe I'll speak French. We're like, no. You're going to go take Spanish, all right? Don't waste your time on French. Take Spanish. So number 7, what do you like the most about each other, right? So I can say this pretty easily. I just like I could be myself around MJ, right? Like I don't need to hide. I can say whatever. I can tell her whatever, and she's kind of like the balancing act to me. Like she's the voice of reason many times, and I think we kind of balance each other out that way.
That's it?
You said, what do you like the most?
I did say one. I'll say more. Number 1, same thing. I can be myself around Izzy, and that's a beautiful thing. If you can say that about your partner, that's awesome. I feel very, very safe. He really makes me feel secure, not just physically, but emotionally and all that, goopy, goppy stuff. I just love it. And there's just so many more, but we have so much fun together and all that good stuff.
All right, number 8, what type of music do you listen to? So myself, I kind of listen to everything. Hip hop, country, 100 hits, Spanish, reggae, whatever. There's one thing that I can't listen to. I actually like Broadway musicals too. I can't listen to like the orchestra classical music. That instantly puts me to sleep.
Now, jumping over, I was in college. I was a classically trained musician, so I went to school for music when I first graduated high school. So I dragged him to a couple actually. You didn't really last too long.
I was basically like, babe, just go with your music friends. I can't.
I love classical music. I love country music, which I used to hate years ago, but it's one of my favorite now.
It's changed. Country music is much more modern.
It's not
now.
all like all hokey and stuff. But I do like R&B, and I like top 40 and
80s rock,
80s and Broadway. I really have both of us have a wide variety of what we listen to. All right, number 9 is, who is your hero? I have 2. One is, there's a lot of people I admire, but hero, David Goggins is somebody that I've followed for years, and oh my God, these bugs are so bad. And he's unbelievable. He's a former Navy SEAL. You got to check him out. If you don't know who David Goggins is,
everybody knows who David Goggins is.
I mean, when I did my marathon, he was in my head on a running track. He's unbelievable. My second hero, and this is going to sound really cocky, but it's me. Because I really feel like I've, conquered a lot of things in my life, and I think we need to love ourselves first, honestly, before anybody else. So I just love myself.
That's
and
cocky.
It isn't cocky. You know what I mean? I mean it in a good way.
So for myself, I don't per se have like a hero. There's a certain type of people that, I look at towards trying to like emulate their work ethic. People that do things to change the world, right? This might sound like ridiculous, but like the Steve Jobs of the world, right? Or like the Elon Musk, or the people that came before that, people that they see something that's impossible and they make that impossible true. To me, that's really amazing. And they have that work ethic that they just don't stop, and they don't say no, and they fall and they fall and they keep getting up. So there's many people. It doesn't have to be somebody famous, military people, police, teachers, people that just do the things that others won't do, that it's easier to sit it out and that they do it. Those are the people that I really look up to and admire. All right, so number 10, what makes us the happiest? And again, I'll speak for myself. I gotta tell you, man, when I leave work at 5 o'clock, I am super happy. So I'm happiest when I'm home with family. That's when I'm happiest, or we're out on the RV, which is the second home. The more we can be outside, the more I can be outside with you know, MJ, Jason, dogs, that's when I'm happiest.
Right. Same thing. When I am with my family, and I've been this way forever, I'm a homebody. When I'm with Jason and Izzy or my close friends, I am happy. On the RV, traveling really in any fashion. I'm just, if we're out, which why, again, in 4 years, when we retire, man, is life gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I'm like, so I could do 25 years to retire. And, you know, a lot of the questions people at work, oh, you're gonna do 25? I'm gonna say, I promise I'm doing 25 years to the day. There is no situation or scenario where I'm staying a day longer than 25 years. And it's not because I don't like my job, because I do, but it's not what defines me. You know what I mean? So it's just something that I enjoy my outside life much more than my work life.
All right, and our last and final question is, what do you love most and hate most about RVing? So love, I mean, there's just so much, but really seeing different places. Oh, because we had actually talked years ago about getting a Jersey Shore house.
Yeah.
And
Kind of glad we didn't.
yeah.
That's what everybody does.
Well, everybody does that. And the thing is that then you see the Jersey Shore, you know, which we've seen a million times.
I really don't like the Jersey Shore that much. It's okay.
No, I like it. But anyway, but this way, now we're going to see the country. And to me, that's just a really, really amazing way to travel. The thing I hate the most is it is a lot of work. We've talked about that. And I just hate leaving when it's time to come home. It's sad.
Yeah, so kind of the same thing, right? Like, we've talked about this in other videos. Our opinion is like RVing is just a form of travel that you can't experience unless you do it, right? It's like some people don't understand why you get these RVs and like you pay to be poor. It's kind of weird, right? But until you do it, you can't really understand it. So it's hard to put into words, but that's like kind of big reason why I love it. Why I don't like about it, yes, it is a lot of work. There's no doubt. Like in season, actually off season, it kind of gives me a break because I don't have to do landscaping and I don't have to do like RV maintenance. But yeah, it's certainly a lot of work that unless you're paying for it, you gotta do yourself, right? All right, so in the comments below, let us know that any questions you have for us. Maybe we'll do another video depending on how many people watch this.
Yeah, did you like this?
If you get 10 views, then we're never doing a video like this again. Put in the comments below, why do you watch our channel? We always like to know that. And what would you like to see us do in a future video? And for myself and MJ, we thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.